She didn't cry out. She didn't ask for help. She found a cardboard box in the corner of a spare room, lined it with nothing but instinct and silence, and she did what she came to do, alone. By the time the family woke up that morning, it was already over. 4 kittens, all breathing, all alive, and she was curled around every single one of them like a living wall, her body a fortress, her eyes half closed, her breathing slow and deliberate and completely unmoved, like she had always known it would go exactly this way. But to understand why that moment stopped everyone in their tracks, you have to understand who she was before it happened. Her name was Sable. She came into the Miller household 3 years earlier as a young cat, golden-coated, round-faced, unspeakably calm in the specific way of animals that seem to carry something old inside them, something settled, something that had already decided. The family, Tom and Claire, both in their early 40s, one teenage son named Eli, had not planned on a cat. They had planned on a quieter house, a simpler year, less responsibility, not more. But Claire had found Sable on a rainy Thursday outside a grocery store, sitting perfectly still on top of a recycling bin, soaking wet, amber eyes watching the parking lot like she was waiting for a specific car. "She looked at me like she knew me," Claire said later, "like she had been waiting for me specifically." Tom thought she was probably just a stray that someone had dumped nearby. The vet confirmed she was approximately 2 years old, healthy, no microchip, no record, nobody had reported her missing, nobody had come looking. She was, on paper, nobody's cat. But that never seemed to bother Sable in the slightest. She moved into the Miller house the way water moves into an empty container, quietly, completely, filling every corner without a sound. The couch by the window was hers within 48 hours. The patch of afternoon sun on the kitchen tile was hers within a week. Eli, the teenager, who had announced up front that he was not a cat person, came home from school on the 5th day to find Sable sitting on his desk chair, tail wrapped around her paws, staring at his textbooks with the quiet authority of someone auditing the curriculum. He sat on the floor, she sat on the chair. They stayed like that for 40 minutes. He never said he was a cat person after that, he just stopped saying he wasn't. Months passed. Sable did not change. She remained precisely herself, unhurried, observant, loyal in the manner of someone who had decided once and never revisited the decision. She slept near Claire most nights. She followed Tom into the garage on weekends without being invited, watching him work with the patient focus of an apprentice who had not yet been assigned a task. She sat at the window every morning between 7 and 8 a.m. as if conducting a daily inventory of the front yard. Nothing alarmed her, nothing surprised her. It was as if she had already seen a version of every situation and simply knew what came next. And then, on a Thursday in late February, everything shifted. If you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, honestly, that stings a little. Hit subscribe right now. You are not going to want to miss what comes next. Claire noticed it first. Sable had stopped finishing her meals. Not refusing, finishing. She would eat 3/4 of the bowl and then walk away with the measured calm of someone who had other things to attend to. She was sleeping more, moving more slowly through the house, and one afternoon, Claire found her sitting inside the cardboard box in the spare room, the one left over from a grocery delivery, sitting perfectly upright inside it, looking at the walls of the box as if assessing load-bearing capacity. "Tom?" Claire called from the doorway. Tom looked in. They looked at Sable. Sable looked at the box. The vet appointment confirmed what they already suspected. Sable was pregnant, approximately 5 to 6 weeks along. The vet estimated 3 to 5 kittens. "Make sure she has a quiet, accessible space," the vet said. "She'll know what to do." She did. On a Tuesday night in late March, the house went quiet around 11 p.m. Tom and Claire had checked on Sable at 10:45. She was in the spare room, in the cardboard box, curled in a perfect circle, eyes open, breathing slowly. They left the door slightly open. They went to bed. And at 3:17 a.m., Eli knocked on their bedroom door. "You need to come see this." He had gotten up for water. He had heard nothing, no crying, no sound of any kind. But something had made him check the spare room, something he could not explain and did not try to. What they found would stay with all 3 of them for a very long time. 4 kittens, tucked against Sable in a single row, each one pressed into the warmth of her body with the precision of something arranged rather than born. Orange, calico, tabby, and a fourth, the smallest, golden like her mother, tucked deepest into the curve of her belly. Sable looked up at them, not startled, not asking for help, just acknowledging, the way someone looks up from work they have been doing alone and are now willing to let you see. Eli sat down on the floor next to the box without being asked. Tom stood in the doorway. Claire knelt beside the box and placed one hand, flat and still, on the edge of it. Sable looked at her hand, then looked away, then rested her chin on the smallest kitten. From that moment on, none of them were ever the same. The first 2 weeks were quiet in the way only newborn things can make a house quiet, a hush that feels inhabited rather than empty, warm rather than still. Sable did not leave the box except to eat and drink. She returned immediately, every time. She groomed each kitten in turn, the same order, the same strokes, with the focused calm of someone who understood that precision and love were not separate things. She did not rank them. She did not favor the golden one, though they all noticed she held her slightly longer. She gave each of them exactly what they needed. Not more, never less, every single time, without exception. Eli started sleeping on the floor of the spare room on night 3, not to watch, just to be near. He brought a blanket and his headphones, and he never said why. He didn't have to. Tom started leaving the garage door open when he worked on weekends, in case Sable wanted to come. She never did during those 2 weeks. She had other work that mattered more. But on the morning the kittens first opened their eyes, small, unfocused, searching, Sable walked to the garage doorway and sat there for exactly 11 minutes. Tom kept working. Neither of them acknowledged it, but he told Claire that evening that it was the closest thing to a conversation he had ever had without words. Some animals don't come into your life to be taken care of. They come to show you something you forgot you already knew, something about patience, something about showing up without being asked. Something about the kind of love that does not announce itself, it just stays. Sable found a cardboard box in a spare room and turned it into something that had no better word than home. She asked for nothing, she arranged nothing in advance. She simply showed up, did what she came to do, and let the people she loved witness it. The house that wanted to be quieter, simpler, and smaller was never quiet again. And nobody, not once, not even on the hardest days, ever wished it were. Do you believe some animals choose their families on purpose, or is that just something we need to believe? Tell me in the comments.